Because, it's not also useful if you're a man to be competent, productive, and generous, and then so timid and socially unskilled that no one can tell. That's also not helpful. Engineers do that all the time. So my friend Jim, he's my brother-in-law, he's a great engineer. He said, engineers are the only men who never figured out how to turn social status into mating opportunities. That's such a funny line. It's also true. You know what? I'm going to tell you a story about him, too. I was with him and a friend of mine who's also an engineer in a bar in Palo Alto in California. It was so damn funny. It was a wine bar, a pretty sophisticated place, and I was sitting there talking to them, and they're both high-end engineers and like super bright people, but they're engineers. And there was this quite attractive woman there, about our age. This was like 15 years ago, and she was a teacher. She tried to get herself integrated into the conversation, and she was a teacher, and she lived in Palo Alto, and she was clearly there alone and wanted some company. And so funny, because this poor girl, she was trying to get into the conversation, and she was listening, and she'd offer an opinion. She was trying to play along, and those bloody engineers, they just told her like 5 ways she was wrong, and then kept on talking to each other. And it's like, it's so funny. Then she'd look kind of abashed, and out of place, and then she'd muster up some courage a little farther down the conversation, and she'd offer an opinion, and then they'd tell her, just like engineers, no, you're wrong, and here's 5 reasons why. And it's like, then she she eventually, left. Surprise, surprise. And I pointed out to them what they had done. And these are pretty sophisticated guys, but it was just so goddamn comical to watch. I could hardly stand it. It's like, you bloody engineers, you wonder why, it's hard for you to mate. It was really funny.